from a downward facing dog into a warrior one, and I will talk you through that, and then into an easy twist. Okay, so I'm going to show you from downward facing dog, which you will have practiced in the other videos, how to transition into a warrior one, and then from a warrior one into an easy twist, and then you can build on and building your vinyasa at the end. So let's get into a downward facing dog. Again, draw the shoulders back. And then anchor your right foot and breathe in and lift your left leg up behind you. And keep your left foot engaged. So instead of letting it flop, keep it engaged, flex it. Breathe in, lengthen it, really pressing through the hands. And then breathe out and step it between your hands. Now, for some of us, this might be here, and we might have to adjust a little bit. So this will take maybe some time. And then just have a look at your foot. And I like to lift my toes here for a moment, and then I look at my back foot and I turn it 45-degree angle for warrior one. Now again, this 45-degree angle might not be everybody's cup of tea because it really depends on the way of how your hips are shaped. So maybe you do need to stay in a sort of more of a high lunge position here. So again, listen to your body, but also play around. Maybe go from a 45-degree angle back to normal one. See what feels comfortable. And then press through the front foot and the outer edge of the back foot. And then breathe in and then reach your hands up to the ceiling. And as you are here, take a moment and feel into your foot. So what is really important is that the knee doesn't draw further than the toe at all. It should be quite literally parallel above the heel if you want, because that makes sure that the knee stays stable and doesn't put too much pressure on it. Maybe you need to widen your stance a little bit, so have a look on your back leg, but make sure that you keep pressing out through the outer edge. And then with your hips, so if you want to put your hands onto your hips, draw the tailbone in, so the pelvic floor, draw it in slightly. It's a micro movement. And then when you reach up and look up, have a think about your shoulders and make sure that there's space between your ears. Maybe you want to open up into cactus arms as well, drawing the shoulder blades together. Breathe in, reach up, look up. And then breathe out, come forwards once more. Bring your right hand to the floor. Press through the right hand. And then reach your left hand up for an easy twist. And what you will see, what has happened is that your foot has changed from your 45 degrees back into facing the front of the mat. Breathe in, lengthen, draw the shoulder blades together. Breathe out, take your hand down to the left side. And then step back into your plank. And from here, you can flow. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. And then you take it to the other side. I'm going to show you now on the other side with your knees lowered if you want to be in a tabletop position. So find your way in a tabletop position, knees hip width distance apart and the hands shoulder distance apart. Breathe in, lengthen your right leg, and again keep your right foot engaged and flexed. And then breathe out, draw your knee in and put your foot between your hands. You might have some assistance here. Do it mindfully and slowly, don't jolt it, okay? Maybe walk your leg forwards. Similar, look at the top of your foot. And then breathe in, press through all four corners and reach up, look up. And then bring your tailbone in. So I do it automatically now, but just bring it in, keep a little bit focused here. Maybe you realize that you need to move a little bit forwards. Maybe you need to double up with your mat to have more support underneath your knee. And then as you reach up and look up, again, make some space between your ears and your shoulders, or maybe open up into cactus. This will depend on the range of your shoulders and how flexible you are, but also how stiff we are sometimes. Breathe in, reach up and lengthen. And then breathe out. Take your left hand down to the floor. Reach your right hand up to the ceiling and look up perhaps. Draw the shoulder blades together. Breathe in, lengthen, breathe out, take your hand down, frame your front foot and step back into your tabletop. Similar here, we flow. Shift your weight forward, low plank. Breathe in, upward facing dog or baby cobra in this case. Breathe out and push back into your tabletop.